The sense of touch is one of the most basic and fundamental ways that we gain knowledge of the world. The comforting touch of a friend, a mother's kiss, the stability of the ground beneath our feet, the softness of a warm scarf. When we touch, we connect, we feel. We are for a brief moment one with another object. Each fingertip has hundreds of receptors. Our bodies are built for touching. We long to touch our world, yet more and more we cannot. Thanks to rapid advances in digital technology, we now live in a world where distance is immaterial. This digital world is an audiovisual one, but touch has been left behind. Touch grounds us firmly in physical reality and in the present moment. We can only touch physical objects that we can reach. How can we make touch more relevant for the future we are heading towards? How can we touch the untouchable?
Alright, so let's say you visit the zoo. You're there looking at all the animals. It's fun to interact with animals and you kind of want to know what it's like to touch some of them. There may be a petting zoo with donkeys, pigs, the odd llama, but other than that, all you can do is look. You long to reach through the glass, to touch the tiger's fur, to feel the skin of a cobra, or maybe the teeth of the piranha. But you can't. It's not allowed. With Tacto, you feel as though you are touching the animals. Tacto senses the movements of these creatures in real time and gives you the sensation of touching them, as though you're in the enclosure with them. Our low-resolution prototype displays the character of movement of the animal, with enough resolution to be able to tell the difference between, say, a snake's movement and a giraffe.
We started our experiments by observing how people use touch to explore the world.
You don't touch things for curiosity anymore, you touch things for to receive information. So it's like, I guess the other example is a mobile phone. When it vibrates, then you're getting that haptic feedback. Is it tapping into kind of an emotional response that someone has? Is it tapping into kind of curiosity, or is it purely an information source? Sound. So with sound and vision, you get something called auditory visual congruence. So if what you're hearing corresponds to what you're seeing, it actually enhances the experience of that space. Okay.
With these insights, we decided to look at the relationships between the different senses and to see how we could manipulate them. We then looked at different ways people might communicate with touch, for example by asking participants to listen to music and then sculpt the emotion they were feeling into a physical form. We found some striking similarities in the gestures and forms sculpted between people who listened to the same music. In general, participants either interpreted an abstract emotion or went down a more figurative path. The more abstract the emotion, the more similar they became. Looking for ways of communicating expressively through inanimate objects, we looked at air pressure as a way of actuating a surface. We also investigated a number of other materials, such as magnetic putty. Our first prototype sonar glove, which vibrated with proximity to surfaces, illustrated the possibility of extending physical interaction beyond the limits of our bodies. From this, we came to the idea of creating a system which allows you to touch an object from a distance. In essence, this consists of two parts. The first is a sensing system which processes information about the world. we developed an algorithm that can take any digital video input, live or recorded, and turn it into a signal to actuate a physical array. The second part of the system is the actuated surface, which replicates the details of the object under your hand. We experimented with a range of technologies for actuating the surface, including electromagnetism, pneumatics, and servos. We eventually decided to use solenoids, as these could be actuated quickly and with enough force and reliability to create the desired effect.